curfew! Go your mother!
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. Keep it up, though.
双锤，善使锤者具有雷霆之力。双锤抡起，砸、架、挂、干。
Okay, for everyone who's a weapons lover, this video is especially for you. And as a big 3-section staff enthusiast, I can personally attest to how difficult and challenging flexible weapons can be to handle. But what's not difficult is swinging your hand down to hit the like and share button. I promise you that's easy.
It's easy.
Anyway, unless you're a little bit off, you probably ain't just carrying your chucks or whatever else on you as you're strolling around. Well, anyway, don't judge. And even if you can access your weapon or weapons, will you honestly have the time to access them in time for an actual tussle?
The nunchucks are a cool weapon that feels awesome, but no legit weapons fighter will use this as their primary weapon. First off, there's a high learning curve. It takes a long time to master these, and it's just not worth your time. Second, you can easily hit yourself.
If not, it might be time to say pick a more suitable weapon to get the job done.
Third, there are very limited strikes. You go forward, diagonal, vertical, horizontal. That's about it. And honestly, after the first strike, or worse, if you miss, if your opponent closes your distance, these are ultimately useless. And that's the reality of the situation.
And most important, train, and train some more with the actual weapon. Because nothing sucks more than having a knife, but oh wait, I can't use that knife.
Let's go to the videotape.
Eu não acredito. Vamos testar. Vem cá, Ingrid. Para de inventar moda com o nosso filho, pessoal. Isso é coisa séria.
We're going to talk again about the slap. Slap is a very effective move. You don't have to punch your opponent. You punch your opponent, sometimes you risk breaking the bones in your hand. Slap, that's not going to happen. Notice, if I'm rigid when I slap, not effective. If I'm loose when I slap, see that? You knock somebody out with a slap. And the best part is, that's really embarrassing. You get punched. Somebody might actually give you credit for being able to take a punch. You get slapped across the face and then you get knocked into the wall. People are going to stop inviting you places. They're going to be like, don't invite Slappy McSlapperson. He can't even take a slap.
Today we're testing Japanese and American weapons.
So the cantaloupe is kind of like a person's head. I'm going to go with the knucks. And that's what it does to the skull. I'm going with the side. Lollipop. So I'm definitely going to use the baton. So I'll go with the nunchucks. Oh, shit. There we go. That's perfect. So I'm going to use shuto, the sword hand. Did I get it? That is clean. Straight in the face. Flashlight. Yeah. Distracting blow. Okay. And then they can't see. And then. Oh!
By the way, big fan of brass knuckles.
Shout out to Icy Mike.
They're easy to carry, but not legal everywhere. So do check your local and state laws, or else you could make your self-defense case a little more difficult and possibly end up
Going to jail. You're going to jail.
We must stay focused, my brothers.
Now, for those that say traditional martial arts won't work in a real fighting ring, take note of this. Just remember, sometimes it's not the art, but the actual teaching of that art that makes the difference. So train effectively.
Oh my God, one of the craziest moments I've seen. You punched a fan.
No, I didn't punch him.
Sorry, no, you didn't punch. It's fake news. It's fake news.
Yeah,
I saw the video wrong.
What happened was, he said we can go outside, and I was just like, which way? You know, and by accident, these two tips of my fingers hit him in the nose.
And knocked him out.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm doing that way or that way. I went that way. Yeah, which way?
Yeah, you didn't know. You would have taken it outside and handled it like a gentleman.
A gentleman, my ass. If you're gonna fight, you can't be a gentleman.
The Taekwondo fighter steps forward to land the body kick. That shit probably hurts, so his opponent circles out. Now he tries to do some weird stomp bullshit. This is how I know he hasn't had any training. His opponent thinks he's gonna throw a punch, so he raises his guard, but he never throws a punch. It's just to load power for a spinning back kick. Toes out, almost full extension on that kick, and look at where his hands are. There's no way for him to block this at all. In this video, the dude with no shirt off was talking the most shit. He also probably shit his pants.
We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean...
When you're talking about fighting as it is with no rules, real fighting, well then baby, you better train every part of your body. And when you do punch, now I'm leaning forward a little bit, hoping not to hurt any kind of angle. I mean, you gotta put the whole hip into it and snap it and get all your energy in there and make this into a whack.
The rules, no rules debate. I say train and I mean overtrain in ways where you stress test your techniques to death. Or really, what's the point? Don't get caught up in all that you punch, I block, stylized nonsense. Because when it comes to self-defense with that approach, you might as well just be doing ballet.
Hell no!
In other words, train as if your life depends on it, because one day it might.
Block with the right, distracting back fist, #1 side kick, and spin crescent kick. There we go. Boom. Got him. Got him. Got you, didn't she, Rick?
No, I was just doing what you told me to do.
That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Think you can beat this combination? I think Marge and I know different, don't we, Marge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do this again. Marge, ready stance.
Sir.
Keep your eyes on Rick, and don't forget the distracting back fist. That's the key. Rick, you come with whatever you got. Full contact. No holds barred, okay? I'm going to warn you. I don't think you're going to like how this ends, hotshot. Face your partner.
Sir.
Kung Nei. Sparring stances. C-check. She's still alive?
I just wanna love you forevermore.
When did you start grappling, and why did you start grappling?
I officially started grappling around 2010. I was an amateur wrestler. I wrestled in high school. Then obviously I wrestled professionally. So there was always a little bit of grappling involved. But I started training with Cesar Gracie in 2010. I wanted to learn, I wanted to put on a gi, and I wanted to get some belts and really kind of figure out what I was doing. Because up until then I was just kind of using basic wrestling to get by with guys who were real grapplers. Because I was training a little bit, I just wasn't officially trained.
Now here's your reminder to get out there and train. Because if a seasoned veteran wrestler like Dave Bautista can start grappling at a later age, then what's your excuse for not getting after it?
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless.
A lot of people that do jiu-jitsu for decades and don't get better.
No, because they don't train the way they should. They don't train to get better, they train to get tough. There's a big difference. Most people, they train to get tough, so they are tough. You know, like we were talking before, they don't practice the weakness. You want to be good at, you want to be really good at jiu-jitsu, you have to practice your weakness, not your strength. You have to practice everything, but you have to be equally strong in every position. They're all exactly the same.
There's an old martial arts saying, don't be a right-handed black belt and a left-handed white belt. Anyone can train their strengths to exhaustion, and you should, but train to balance out your body, both dominant side and the other. Constantly working on your weaknesses is what will truly make you better in the end. After all, if you're a dominant righty and that hand, wrist, shoulder, whatever gets injured or broken, what then? I mean, ask the attacker for a do-over? Yep, ain't even gonna lie. That Muay Thai training will get you feeling like you're a little extra and supernatural, if you know what I mean.
Steven Seagal. Ah, God. I'm gonna give my zenf up about this now. It's very easy to dunk on Aikido, but there's a bit more to it. There's something in Shaolin that is similar. It's called Chinna. It's not practiced a lot in Shaolin. Shaolin Kung Fu always moves towards where money is. It's not as interesting to see people do these moves as it is to see them do backflips and bend spears on their throat. I would never recommend that people learn Aikido when they want to learn how to defend themselves. If you want to defend yourself, you have to learn how to throw a punch, how to kick, and how to block, and how to maybe throw. Aikido doesn't do that. But also, nobody in Aikido is so stupid as to think that when you do these simple grabs that enemies fly around. They have to do that in order to avoid getting hurt. I can imagine it having a good use for people like bouncers or security or law enforcement when you're facing somebody who's not committed to a fight but they're causing trouble and you want to put them in a position where you can control them quickly. Then I think some things in Aikido are not useless.
Chin-na, or joint manipulation, is definitely a real thing in Chinese martial arts. Kind of like hitting the like and share buttons down below. But like Aikido, and I know I'm gonna have the Aikido stands down in the comments, I hear y'all already.
It does work, you just have to take the time to master it, to get the throws right.
I guarantee you actually will need some setup before you can apply that lock, hold, or throw. No one's gonna just extend their hand out there and say, hey, take it and lock me. And if they do, slap the shit out of them, please.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to Earth. Then lock or throw them and run away. Guys, follow all my social media for more exclusive content. And of course, hit that bell so you can keep up to date with what we got coming up down the line. Stay safe, and as always, keep punching.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
time the vision turned over. Ow! You hurt me!